Mohsin Hamid's The Last White Man Summary and Analysis of Chapter 7. Summary. At the gem center, there were 3 or 4 other dark men with Anders, which Anders thought would be for better, but everything opposite was happening. People who knew each other now started hating each other. Anders witnessed a pale-skinned man fought with a dark-skinned man. The fight was so intense that made Anders turn away and walked off the incident in the middle. But the sound of their visceral punches echoed in Anders' ears, resulting in his jerking and wincing. Una spent night with Anders, and when she woke up, she found him in weird sleeping posture. Upon Anders' wake up, Una asked how scared Anders was of dying, but Anders responded by saying good morning. Anders then flashed back to the time of his mother struggling with disease leading to her death. His mother was eager to live a bit longer at the initial stage of her illness, but later she wanted to die because of severe pain. Una's brother suffered the same. He wasn't ready for death, so he got another direction and left Una. He died. Anders was preparing a breakfast, and Una loved the way he was doing everything with such focus. Additionally, Una loved to see Anders as a well-disciplined man. However, Una closed her studio because there was riots out there. There was threat and danger for all, so Una saw that people were rushing here and there to avoid the trouble. Outside her studio, she saw a light man and a dark woman running for safety. She waved her hand to give them left, but to no avail. When Una drove off on the way, she noticed that no one was stopping at the stop signs nor at the traffic lights, so she continued her driving as well without stopping. Nevertheless, all that unusual happening made her even more worried and alert at the danger awaiting ahead. It seemed as if it could not be controlled by human beings but by something else. Everything was peaceful in the street where Una lived, but all the hoax was there in her imagination. She unlocked her phone and saw online what was happening around her in the country. All she saw was screaming, horrible shouting, beating, and laughing, etc. She saw anarchy was spreading gradually. In addition, she saw Anders had several calls, most recently a minute ago, but she was unable to pick the calls. However, she dialed back but out of technical problem, and although she had signals, the phone was not ringing to Anders. Analysis. Clash of color, the white supremacy. The dark color hatred spreads and culminates in sparking hatred among acquainted people. Dark skin color is attached to barbarian and second or perhaps third class people. Since Anders was a part of that collective cultural prejudice, he knows and feels what it means to be colonized. He witnesses the cleaning guy who has been represented as a small guy who works among big white bodybuilders. Despite that, Anders has a special place in gym center, yet because of his dark skin, he imagines himself as an inferior dark man that is a social construct and is equivalent to animal. The brawl between a pale-skinned man and a dark-skinned man shows the intensity of the situation. Mohsin Hamid has highlighted the minute details about the intensity of fighting between them. The worst case scenario is that there is no one to stop them to intercede, since there are only two other dark men other than Anders, and many of the spectators who are just watching the fight are white or pale skinned people. So it will not be an exaggeration to say that they are seeing the fighting with a sense of justice. Keeping all this in mind, Mohsin Hamid has indirectly drawn our attention to the acceptance of Anders' pain in his conception about getting ready for death. All this is done with the story, or more accurately, with the incident of Anders' mother who struggles with her illness. Just like her, Anders wants to leave and stay initially, but later, out of unstoppable violence and uncontrollable pain because of color differences, he is going to get ready for death as well. Now, why is chaos out there in the town and country? Because the light people don't want to live alongside the dark men. In a sense, they are fighting the natural calamity of color change. Light people are changing from their inherent color of being white and becoming dark. The same light man, now dark, is the center of hatred now. This level of hatred is grounded in firm belief in white color supremacy. White people have unwavering belief in the man-made cultural ideology of white color dominance. Now it has become a political issue. News and media is busy to video the flares up and discriminatory pictures saying to erase dark people. Thank you.